Welcome back to Herbs class for 5 more minutes of math. So today we're talking more about lines. So in the other videos, you heard me refer to equations of lines as the name of lines, right? Now, as it turns out, you can write the name of a line or the equation of a line in a few different ways. Here are two of them, for example, slope-intercept form and standard form. And today, we're going to talk about how to go back and forth between the two. So let's talk about slope-intercept form first. Quick refresh about slope-intercept form. Remember, y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope or the rate of change, and in a word problem, that's the number that's attached to the per or the each. And then b is our y-intercept, or our starting point when x equals 0. Okay, so remember, it's in that form because that's what's needed to give that form. Slope-intercept. And so one quick thing to keep in mind about this form is this. Yes, in this form, the letter y is all by itself. All by itself on this side of the equal sign. Now that's important information because that's how we're going to know if something is in slope-intercept form or not. Real quick about standard form. So this is another way to write the equation of a line. This is called standard form. Now notice how all of the x's and y's are on the left-hand side of the equal sign with the x term coming first. And on the other side of the equal sign is that one constant number that has no letter attached to it. These are two different ways to write the same equation of a line. So notice A, B, and C here, these are not the same B's. A, B, and C here are all whole numbers, integers because it can be negative, and A, the first one, has to be positive. Man, let's get to it. Let's talk about how to go back and forth between the two. Okay, here we go. So this line is currently in slope-intercept form. Notice my y is alone. I have my rate of change or my slope attached to my x, and here's my y-intercept. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it from this form into standard form. Couple of steps. Step number 1, get rid of my fractions if necessary. Remember, in standard form, no fractions allowed. Remember how we get rid of fractions? Of course, we multiply everything in the equation by that denominator. What results? Good, very, very good. Okay, next step, because remember our x's and y's are over here on the left-hand side. So the next step is, we're going to move that x term over here to the left-hand side so they can be together. Now that could look like a number of different things, but in our case, we would subtract this 3x from both sides or just pick it up and move it to the other side. Now remember, when it comes to the other side, the sign has to change. So our results, just like that. That positive 3x comes over as negative 3x. Now they're not like terms, so I write them down beside each other and I write the x thing down first. Now, one last thing, because remember this first sign has to be positive. I have to change, if I have to change this first sign, then I have to change all the signs. So my final equation? Exactly right. So to summarize, these two equations are for the same line. They're just written in different forms. Slope-intercept, standard. And now how do we go from standard to slope-intercept? Just like this. Okay, so I got my line in standard form and I want to put it in slope-intercept. So to do that, I need to get y all by itself. First thing I would do, exactly right. I would take that x term and move it over to the other side and start to get y all by itself. Will look something like this. In this case, I would subtract 3x from both sides, or I could pick it up and move it to the other side. But remember, the sign's got to change. Good, just like that. Notice my 3x is on the other side of the equal sign, but now it's negative 3x. Last step to get this y all by itself. I would divide everything, divide the entire equation and everything in it by that number attached to y. It'll look something like this. Now let's talk about what results. Good. Negative 3 divided by negative 2 is positive 3/2. Remember, the two negatives cancel each other out. Positive 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4. That is our line in slope-intercept form. Man, I hope this helps. Ask me some questions in class. If not, I'll see you next time. Oh yeah.